What about majority rules? Like,
I like that. I actually like that.
Oh, that's heavy.
No, because I don't think majority is always good. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we should heavily consider if one person isn't feeling something. Majority shouldn't rule.
Right there. Honestly, some like
that's actually kind of dumb.
Honestly, some others first shit.
Majority doesn't rule.
I like that.
WDs. Yeah, it's light. Actually, you're right.
I'm going to put my phone in my room.
The distortion.
We can offset your.
Dope.
Is when it's clipping.
Here. I can offset
Offset it
your.
a little bit. Yeah. You ready?
It's like fall my back, machine gun rap, fall my like you think cool if that was on here.
That would be so dope. To have like two part chorus, so a singing part, and then like a rap sample-ish sounding one. Start roll like Taj Prod, roll like Taj Prod, roll like a Taj Prod. This is some nigga that you roll out the Taj Prod. Taj Prod, this is some Taj Prod. This is for my nigga Taj Prod. Like some shit like that. After Aiden comes out and singing shit,
that would be incredible. I like that.
I'm a roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for my niggas, summer roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for my niggas, summer roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for I like never change it, just keep on. This is for my niggas, summer roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for my niggas, summer roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for my niggas, summer roll, I'm a touch pride. This is for my niggas, summer roll. This like doesn't even change.
That's fine.
It's so sick because the beat stays the same too. This is for my niggas I roll for my niggas. Why don't you guys record it, huh?
It's so tight. This instrument like made its own chords whenever I was playing the notes.
Really?
I just played one note and it did that. I don't have anything on.
What?
What did you do?
Fucking hate you.
What the heck?
Why are you on the floor, dog?
Every time he pressed it, it gets startled. I was trying not to laugh. Fuck, my stomach hurts so bad. What the fuck?
I don't even fucking know.
Oh my gosh.
I just looked at him, and then he looked back at me, and then we made eye contact again, and he just lost it.
Oh my gosh. How do you do Christ there again?
I'm literally holding down one note right
circle.
Whoa.
This is the rhythm?
now. No, it's on some like type of function. What the fuck?
Stop.
Whoa. Oh, yes.
I fucking hate you.
Where's my ball?
Where's my ball?
What is happening?
Bro, I can't fucking hold this water right now. What the fuck?
Alright, you ready?
Holy shit, I'm gonna throw up.
Hottest line of all time.
Holy shit, I'm gonna throw up. Are we gonna try to make this the whole record everybody's? Like, am I gonna have to like every song on this album? Are each of us gonna have to like every song on the album before we release it? Cause I'm okay with. I can tell you right now, the song that's working on right now, I probably don't want to be on it. Drew is fucking doing some insane shit.
He's always doing crazy.
Like Drew's speaking some crazy shit. Like he just spit a crazy verse, and then like he already recorded it, and at the next part of the verse, he's literally gonna list out everything that he is. He, like during the verse, he's like, "I'm the shit,"
and ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not. I'm the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. Fire on the rocks, I'm the shit. And ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not. I'm the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the
shit. And then at this next part, he's just gonna list off everything that he is, that he thinks he is.
That's crazy.
And like whether it's positive or negative or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was talking with Levi outside when they were smoking about how like when he literally started listening to rap because like when people, because he listened to rap originally because of the huge ass egos, because when people said things that were like super large and super big and like larger than what they were, then and he was able to repeat the lines, he would feel as if he like got the courage to do things and say things that he would have never been able to say without hip hop. And like I was like, holy shit. And he's like, yeah, so I decided that on this song I'm just gonna like say everything that I fucking think I am, no matter what. I'm just like, that's fucking sick, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might be different than you think I am. I play the tough guy, but I might blow away with the sand. I got a lot up in my head, might light it up to slow it down. Everyone ain't out to get me, I'm too focused on the crown. Touch my team, I might spark shit, feel lost in everything you write about. Go tear me down, but I won't talk it. I don't open up to no one, you ain't know me like I know me. Stubborn as fuck, pushing people away, keep me lonely. I'm gonna interrupt you too quick, gotta cut right through the bullshit. I'm a patient, I ain't waiting for nothing. You probably knew this. As a kid, I told myself I'll make it happen before I graduate, but that was last week and I'm still nothing. Fuck it, I'm too late. Promise you would think I'll be. I'm just me, tell me not to, I'll figure it out with ease and I'll laugh about it. Scratch it out if it ain't necessary, stress about nothing unless it ain't pressure on the shit.
Fuck, I fucked up my delivery really badly.
I love that.
Is that
the homie from The Incredibles when he got stuck?
Took a plane to locations in upper parts of the earth, and I still feel like a failure. Right inside of this hearse of anxiety, like to lie to me. I think I need some privacy. Every place I go, all my demons decide to follow me. Ever since my sobriety bribing me, when I'm sitting here idly in the midst of monotony, my temptations be trying me. Pridefully, I'll be falling this shit, but honestly, how I'ma be the leader of this rap shit if I'm constantly caught up in contradiction and competition? I'm probably the greatest in this of all time. In my rhymes, I'm the shit. Yeah. Swag. Is that weed, bro? So cool.
Shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. Fire on the rock, shit. And ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. Fire on the rock,
They work so good in the first chorus, in the hard chorus one. Yeah. Alright guys, I have
We need a football.
I have an opinion. What's up? We put the piano positive chorus only in the middle of the song after Drew's verse. That's the only time you hear it. And then at the outro with Aiden.
At the outro too.
Perfect.
So that's cool.
But like the other, we're gonna do another chorus. That's the OG one. No. The hard one. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree.
It sounds so fucking
Agreed.
sick because then it makes Drew's verse, like it highlights Drew's verse as like this is like the point of the song. Like I say mac and cheese.
It's a mac and cheese day.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, it's a mac and cheese day.
157, we got back.
Fuck yeah, it's a mac and cheese day.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all.
Oh, I'm just drying off now.
Fucking go.
Y'all are incredible.
Woo!
Welcome to Canada.
Yo, wait, stay there,
Bitch, we ain't even in Canada.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to be together to start a song. but I think we need to be together for like the second half of the song process.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that getting everything on one computer in one room and having everybody in the same room
Yeah.
for like at least half of the process of making a song, that's really important. And I want everybody's opinions in. I want everybody to say what they think on it.
Yeah.
That way we will get a cohesive goal.
Even people in my state that I'm working with them online first as OIF, and then after that I'm linking up with them at a show or something.
Yeah.
But like really, OIF is more than just us.
And the room
It's
aspect of August Cooper is what brings like OIF together.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are like the link in the chain almost.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I think as
But-
far as sound goes,
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
the first song to me literally sounded like a summer camp.
Yeah.
And we're in a camp. We are at camp right now, in a way.
We really are. Yeah.
We're at Camp
So
Kaler.
make some shit that sounds like that.
Can we call it Camp Kaler? I love that so
I
much.
think camp encompasses a lot of sounds, and that's really good. I think that's
Yeah.
Cabin 1 and Cabin 3 have been the most impactful songs to me.
Agreed.
I think Cabin
I really
1.
want to do some shit that's like fucking
I can't wait to review
interesting
what we
and
have.
like
Yeah.
I don't know, like
The sound of Cabin 1 and then the topic of Cabin 3, I think.
Cabin 1's sounding crazy.
Cabin 1's crazy. It needs some
Because
work.
it's already
I feel
big.
like-
I think
think-
I think we need to tap a little bit more into the original August Cooper thesis or vibe. Like not that it needs to sound that way, but I feel like we're leaning more towards the OIF
Mm-hmm.
aesthetic and
agree.
vision rather than the August Cooper vision,
Okay.
and that's like
As far as
Yeah.
I'll talk after you.
How I see it is a lot of. See, any song can come off as a cipher, no matter how creative it is.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of made our song come off as ciphers at this point.
Yeah.
And that's not something that makes us trash the song at all. That's something that's completely salvageable, in my opinion. And I think we can work with this. I honestly value almost everything we've made so far as something to be used. I don't think I want to give up on anything.
Same.
And hey, maybe that's something to think about too. Maybe we shouldn't give up on anything. Maybe that's the organic experience that we want. We have different songs in mind that we've created.
I love
And
the
maybe we go like a no trash, salvage only. Even if you delete the whole fucking song, if it's in the same project file, maybe that's what we want to do.
like just what you're saying. This is not some like crazy fantastic idea or anything, but like what you're saying about just doing things that like aspiring to do things that people haven't done before. I think is something
Yeah.
we really need to focus on.
Or especially stuff that we haven't done before. I don't
Absolutely.
want to
That's important.
I don't want to sound like it's just cuts that we would make featuring a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Like we got to come together,
Yeah.
and that's what like centralizing all of our ideas to making a song instead of just one person like being like, okay, let's start on the new song, and then they kind of do their thing, and then we build off it. Like that's cool.
true.
But I think like if we all come in and centralize our ideas with the paper, especially, like that's the kind of stuff that makes huge songs and stuff that we haven't made before.
Yeah, agreed.
I think a thing to bring up about sound, for me, I'm a rapper. And because I'm a rapper, that means I'm a writer. But those are the only two things I've ever worked on. I've never wanted to sing, still don't. Never wanted to produce, still really don't. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, every project I've put out has been like at least 95% rap. When I'm coming here, I don't want to make a rap album. I can do that by myself. I don't need y'all help.
100%.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And so
Yeah, I feel
I'm
you.
not trying to make a rap album just because I rap and I'm gonna rap
I
on this
really
shit.
don't want to make a rap.
100%.
That's
I
why I
don't-
get scared when
I
we're
don't
making
wanna-
these rap tracks.
yeah, I don't
like
wanna
when we're
rap,
doing ciphers.
like-
But I also
they're
don't-
needed. They're needed.
They're needed, but I think we can make a rap. We can rap a lot without making a rap album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
there's a stereotypical kind of rap sound, regardless of whatever subgenre of rap that you're in. There's kind of a thing like you know what a rap album is.
OG August Cooper did it best. Was Headache a rap song? No.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Straight
but
up.
it's rap
Nobody
verse
considers
on
that
it.
a rap song whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People
So-
will like
And
get
we
still
like
get surprised
that
when
was
they hear about
tentative
it.
too. Like 3 days before, he's like, "Can I put this on?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "I think you gotta trust me." And I was like, "All right, sure." And then he threw it on.
Yeah. I also don't want to make. I don't want to be like, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. I love rap, but I also totally agree with you. I don't feel like I've been really writing songs 1 and 2, writing things that are like super personally
That's
significant.
exactly how I feel.
I feel the complete opposite.
In terms of, there you go.
I think like I don't know, and not on some bragging shit, but like I feel like the one quarter half verse that I wrote or whatever that fuck that was really personal. Both, did I write 2 parts? I think I wrote 2 parts that were like really like emotionally charged that I'm proud of, and like this you guys will hear. This is like one of the most emotionally charged songs of my past, almost remixed, and like a commentary on that song, which you'll hear at the end of it, which is something I've just added. But I do understand, like what it means to like feel like you come towards a track just on some like superficial shit.
That's why I
And
wanted
I
to
think
make
it's-
that thing.
I think the cardboard.
Jeez, man.
Don't
It was barely even fucking. It was like this big.
watch the light hit 4 walls. Wonder where the world starts. The sun sets, the day resets. I don't write, I have nothing left. Let the world go dark. We don't know who we are. But I'm searching for the answer. Left it with a question mark. Heard them call out my name. Used 100 different ways. Worship every single page. Use my pen when I pray. Who's watching for the world? Is something looking out? No blinds in the window. Middle finger through the clouds. I don't watch for the sun. I don't worry for the weather. Whether or not the light comes, the day repeats till forever.
And every time I see you, I pray to God, or I pray to God. So then I can forget you, 'cause I know I'm not the one. Every time I see you, I will pray to God, or I pray to God every time. Then I can forget you, 'cause I know you'll never be mine. And I'm sorry that I can't run away. And I'm sorry, but I see them fighting over what they call a trophy. I see them fighting over what they call a trophy. Oh, and every time I see you, I will pray to God, so that I can forget you, 'cause you'll never be mine. Every time I see you, I will pray to God, 'cause I will not forget you, lest He comes to my heart.
But I remember having that conversation multiple times, and I was like, no, I really want that to be the first song we hear.
Yeah,
So
for real.
Simply because of that. I mean,
Okay.
not
I
just
just think
because of
it's
that,
also
but that's
that, like, both
that ties me to the idea.
both me and
about
Aiden
it.
felt like we hadn't started on the album yet. Is that true? I feel like you agreed
Yeah,
with
no,
me on
I
that.
agreed that-
I really feel
I
like
got
if
that
we're gonna
feeling.
make an authentic album, everybody should feel like we started on the album. I don't feel like we started. I feel like we made some loose songs.
That's
I don't
impossible.
know.
So let's.
That's like
I
virtually
kinda feel
impossible
like-
because I felt I started.
I've laid 3 verses.
Let me just say,
on
so,
3
like,
different
let me just
songs
clear up
on
because the
3
fact
different
that
concepts.
he said I felt like I hadn't started. I felt like I hadn't necessarily started. However, I want people to. Okay, because like what I'm thinking from now, I'm sitting on something. What I'm thinking like from now on is like, you have these 3 fucking good tracks. You have Cabin 1, you have Cabin 2, you have Cabin 3. You have the poem, you have L/Hannah, and then you have what could potentially be Sophie. And you have these fucking crazy, these crazy switch up tracks, and like, I feel like they're gonna hear that. And even though I felt like, oh, I didn't necessarily start, I do think it's very important, because if we're gonna try this hard on the next half of the album, I feel like people need to know why. People need to know what happened. You know, people need to know what caused it.
If we're to scatter songs, in a planned way, if we have like these 3 songs, so your argument isn't to get rid of those songs. It's just to maybe not put them first or in that order.
In a way, it is like I'm really divided right now, because I really feel like I want to start the album for real, like in like the most purposeful. I feel like this is the best discussion we've had all fucking week.
It is.
So I want to start it like clean slate, but also I love a couple of those records. So I want to keep them.
I love them, and I also think that when we create something from this point on, we have in our heads the history of what we've made. So we say ignore those tracks. Say we have the next record, Cabin 9? Cabin 9. We make Cabin 9. That's going to be the first record on the album, or whatever record on the album. Then we make Cabin 10. When we're making Cabin 10, we have Cabin 9 in our heads. We've made Cabin 9 already.
This is almost backing up your idea of having an album flow more to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is like us having full.
But I don't want us. I don't want us to be in the end like, oh, but we have to put them in the order that we made them.
No,
you know?
But like, I think so. I think we should, because listen to this. When we make Cabin 9, we have no idea. The fact that we name songs cabin number in itself is fucking like. The songs are called the track numbers that they're supposed to be. Like, that's already, to me, like, already a direction, a pointer. So, like, we're making Cabin 9. We have no idea what's going to be on Cabin 10. The listener is listening to Cabin 9. They have no idea what's going to be on Cabin 10. Think about that fucking connection. But, if it's the other way around, if we're making Cabin 10, and we know what's on Cabin 9, because we just made Cabin 9. We're making Cabin 10 now, but Cabin 10 comes before Cabin 9? That means that the listener has a disconnect with us. The listener doesn't know what we've made.
Holy shit.
It's unreal.
And we know what we've made. And it comes later in the record.
The
experience makes sense to me. For me, the numbers thing is solely organizational.
No, fuck the numbers. Get rid of the numbers. We have, we make a song called fucking Gerald. And then we make a song called
Young
Bill.
Gerald.
Okay? We have Gerald and Bill. The order is that we made Gerald first, and then we made Bill after. Okay? So if... Say, this is the simplest form, say they're just switched in the track list. Right? Say they're just switched. Instead of Gerald first and Bill second, Bill comes first and Gerald comes second in the track list. But when we made Bill, we had already made Gerald. We had already made the track that came before it. So that means when we're playing the album for the listener, we have the knowledge of what comes later in the album, which is like a disconnect for the listener.
How? They don't know that shit. For me, I've always made albums out of order.
It's not a conscious thing. It's not what's going on? I don't understand the later songs. It's just a subconscious. It's like totally beneath anything. It's about how a record comes together in a crazy sense. It's the reason why we can't explain why Anthony Fantano hates and likes some records. It's these things that just occur in the subconscious. Like, the reason you can't explain it, and Anthony can't even explain why he dislikes or likes some records. He's fucking stupid about that, and I hate it sometimes. But I think it comes down to these things that just don't even, it's not even on the conscious level that they work, but we don't even need to tell anybody that we made this. Let's not ever say that we made this in chronological order and released it in chronological order.
I wouldn't want to say that, because I think that's bad.
So then it's not about doing something different for the sake of being different.
Yeah,
nobody knows.
Because nobody knows. It's literally.
It can still be for us, though. It can still be for us.
That's
it's literally just this. Like, it's just for the sake of us. Like, for me, like right now, going through this and then thinking about, like, if we do this, like thinking about how I'm gonna feel going to bed tonight, like how I'm gonna feel staying up late as fuck. Like, up until now, I haven't been like ready to like cut my dick off for this record, but
Yeah,
if like
yeah.
if we do this, like I'm ready to like
Straight
stay
up.
up
Straight
throughout
up.
the night, and I'm just ready to go to bed, so fucking excited to be like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do next for the record?
Fuck yeah.
It's like a
So
paralyzing
yeah.
fear that like makes me shit my pants
agree.
and come with excitement. You know? Don't put that in there.
It's on it. It's on it.
Um,
I'm gonna watch that later and I'm gonna
just-
laugh.
Mwah, love you later, Jared. And anyone who's watching the documentary later, I love you. Don't speak like me and don't smoke like Drew. The album doesn't really start until track 4.
And that's unreal.
Aiden
That's
feels that,
unreal.
If Aiden connects with that, that's some fucking crazy shit. That's some worth it shit. That's worth it.
That's
worth it
unreal.
as
It's
fuck.
not
Amazing.
just crazy. I think it's worth
If
it.
Fantano reviews it and goes, these first 3 tracks, like, they don't really. It feels like the album doesn't really start until here, and it's like that's worth
But
it as fuck.
It is
That's
worth it,
as
and
fuck.
Anthony Fantano will also see it.
But-
He'll also
but-
hear it. He'll say, "Okay, what the fuck happened
Yeah,
after
it's
that?"
way too intentional. It's way
But-
too drastic and intentional now for people.
That's
not
way
to
better
know.
than anything we could just like pick apart and
Exactly.
make.
This is a product, a story of like. This is a story of reality. This is a story of space and time. Like this is just us coming together. Shit just happening. This is the
That's
best
what
story
art
that can
is.
be told.
That's it.
Real life is the best
What's
story.
good, Drew?
Yeah,
It's
who's
good.
been patient.
All right. So the idea is that the album doesn't start till track 4.
For some people.
That's not-
it already
yeah,
does.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. That's just. All right. Pretend like I didn't say that because that came across wrong. We have this new knowledge of what we want the album to be. I
Yeah.
want to take that new knowledge and go to the first 3 songs with it.
Yes. Agreed.
100%.
Because like I'm not leaving that shit like.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
like
we've
I
established that.
like I want. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you're totally getting that though. Like I want to take.
I'm not either. Explain.
All right.
Like,
Well, all right. Perfect. I want to take that whole whatever.
Yeah.
The indie, that part of the conversation, the indie part.
Yeah.
I really want to put that into those 3 songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
like-
I really
you said
want
that.
to. I really want to put Aiden into those three songs. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I really want to take. Like obviously those are already 3 rap heavy songs.
Yeah.
But I want to change the fuck out of them.
And because
honestly, if you have
tomorrow
to
is a
hear it.
part of this experience, that tomorrow we're getting these speakers,
We get
we're
speakers
working
in.
on those 3 songs.
And we just had this
and you can literally
conversation that
hear
the album is
that in
starting.
this. It's unreal.
Well,
to
also,
me.
and
Unreal.
we'll also like, what that's gonna do is gonna smooth over this drastic change. That's gonna
100%.
that's gonna
That's
smooth
what
it
I'm
over
saying.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, I think the fact that those songs have their roots when they have them is where we'll get the identity of what happened. That's the fucking craziest story I've ever heard.
I mean, and the thing is, that's beautiful when you say it, but I don't know if that would translate well when you actually listen to the final.
translate
cut.
well-
You have
translate
to
well
make
you
it
have to
translate
trust that. You
well.
have to
Translate
trust
well
it.
Yeah.
how?
I
Like,
guarantee it.
We're
will.
in control of
We
that.
can't
That's the
be-
thing.
Yeah,
we
that's
can
why we
literally
have to
control
make
that.
I feel
that
like-
happen.
And that's why
I
he's
don't
saying
wanna-
he might be on board with it, but he might not be on board with keeping what we have while we weren't conscious of it.
That's
That's
we
what I'm
gotta
saying.
talk
Is I
about.
think that we're so conscious of it now, and we can make such a better fucking record if.
I won't be able.
I refuse to
First of
start
all,
over.
first of
I'm
all,
not saying that. That's so fuck. I fucking hate this shit. Cause like I like those songs. I like 2 and 3 a lot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I could give a shit about 1. I
That's
like
fine.
my verse on it. It's fine, but I could give a shit about it.
that's fine.
Like I just think that like if we wanna talk about the story, if we wanna talk about how shit evolves, this is when Cabin started. Today is when Cabin started.
I
No,
still
it's when it
totally
started for
disagree.
you. It's when it's that's some shit that's disregarding what Drew has
I
been
totally
making.
fucking disagree
Like
with
that's
that.
disregarding
You know
this
what I'm
song.
saying?
That's disregarding the song that I made today.
That's true.
That's saying that that's not valid. That's not part of Cabin. That's fucking hurtful.
Yeah.
Like, that's hurtful.
I totally disagree with that.
Like, come on. Let just think about it. Just think about it.
That is precisely why I write everything on paper.
Yo, I say we call
That is precisely why I write everything on paper.
I say we call the
Six
first
is
song
so
Rob because he was there.
I really like.
Wait. I think everybody agrees that 6 is Sophie.
Oh yeah, true.
The only reason this is divided is because I wasn't
We
comfortable.
still haven't heard it.
write it first, and then you write it
Sure.
over it because it was my idea.
Yeah, write it over top of it. That's sick.
Oh.
So it's approved.
I kind of like when it's sitting because it captures everything, whereas if he's panning, he might not capture everything.
That's true.
And like I at first I started by doing all that, and when you said move around,
but
it's
it's
a
a
bad
bad idea.
No, I want Jared to be in this shit too.
because at first I was basically just putting it on a tripod.
I really like the fact that Drew said the first song reminds him of summer camp, and we've said Camp Caitler a couple times.
I like that Drew said that.
Can we do
50 million
that,
times.
Jared?
I think we should do that for merch.
Okay, because like no, can we do that for track 1 though?
Camp Kaler, I love that
on some
name.
Jared or Kaler, because like
Yo, that's hype. That's
like,
amazing.
Okay, Jared, I wanted you to be on the album art on some Wolfgang shit.
Yes. 100%.
Like,
I'm game for whatever you guys
Drew's
got.
not down for that.
I don't want no, but listen.
no, I don't anymore.
Because you look
Because I wanted him on the album art. That's like some like, okay, I could settle for track 1 being his name.
I don't really want to
We've
be on
talked,
Album
but like,
Art.
have we not talked about Jared being the face of August Cooper?
Exactly.
Yeah, so much.
So if his
Yeah.
name is the first, even though he doesn't connect with it as
This
much.
is not. We're not asking.
That's his connection
This
to
is you.
it.
Yeah, let's call it Jared without him.
Nah, I like Camp Kaler. That phrase to me is so tight. It reminds Drew of a summer camp.
Yo,
For
like,
some reason, I hate that. I don't know why.
Camp Kaler.
Right, Camp Kaler.
Well, fuck, let's get it
Dude, no.
down.
okay, how do you spell your last name, bro?
And then let's change it later.
It's messed up. It's Kathler, so it's like
Everyone's gonna be
Catholic.
like, dude, that first
That's
track,
what I've been.
Catholic,
That's what's been
it's so
fucking me
good.
up. Because in my entire mind, I've been saying Catholic.
Yeah, which every human on the face of the
Right.
planet. The H
Like-
isn't. The H, just replace the H with the E. That's my name.
I really am. I like this pause too. I like the way everything's going because right now, like, we have room for. We can listen to the songs tomorrow, and like we're in a great administrative stage right now, organizational stage, management stage. Like
I'm
we're
writing
doing
what I want to
shit.
call it.
Facts.
Yeah.
This is I agree. Everybody underline it who agrees. Actually, no, fuck that shit. That's some team shit. One person writes the idea. If you have,
And then the final,
Wait, write
the
that
final
shit.
will cross the other shit out.
Yo, I freaking love that. The idea of all of us underlining it. Not even like it like this. We all just.
Yeah, but like at the same time though, then it's I don't want to like that.
It also-
that
it's
keeps
like
the
a-
records of who's on what side and fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying by the end of it, like we have to all like.
that
be on
seems
board.
divisive. What?
It does seem divisive. So like I just think we should.
I'm saying when we all agree on something though, like we all do
No,
that.
just do it in black.
Yeah.
Just cover it like over top of it in black. That's what we did with this.
You're right.
And then like maybe okay, only underline is for confirmed things.
right.
Holy shit.
Jared tweaked out and
Aiden's-
ran away for
Aiden's-
the full day.
Aiden's just copying your poem. Aiden's just copying your poem and making it the name.
Find you.
Aiden's just copying the
be
poem
part
and
of
making
this.
it his name.
Okay, I'm over this now. It's overplayed.
It's very
The
weird.
nostalgia right now that I'm getting from fucking
Evergreen?
August 1 is crazy.
Yeah. August 1. That's
Y'all
right.
realize how similar this is, like how like in vibe and like just like the inspiration that we're getting right now.
on repeat when I go to sleep.
I think we should start making posters for each of these songs, and go back on the ones we have and really flesh out their
We
meaning.
could start
and
on
everything.
how we feel about the first three
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, and so we can start building that connection. I think we got a solid set. I'd really like to start after this big change of whatever the fuck happened, this big moment in our story.
I don't even wanna
I'd like
sleep.
to wait to work on music until after we have speakers.
That's tight.
I need to get my song out.
Oh
today.
yeah, Aiden needs to
I
record
like
tonight.
these speakers. I don't think it's a big deal.
I don't think it's a big deal, but also Aiden needs to record tonight anyways.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'd also like to start cutting out different poster boards for other songs.
Yeah. 100%. We gotta do that.
Can we just leave like a?
No, I like a whole other piece for him. I like a whole other piece for these songs.
No, the
That's
how we,
wasting paper though.
no, this is gonna be full. Trust
Oh,
me,
word?
this is gonna be full. This is gonna be on some.
I've never done this before. so
Yeah,
I'm
no
trusting
worries,
you.
no worries about it. It's gonna be on some chronological, whatever. Like
All
all
true
these.
because there's gonna be hella
We're literally gonna
songs.
see
all
all-
song names. Also, every idea that we have is
We're gonna
this,
see
this
so many
board,
changes on
this
this
board
one.
is for the whole album.
Yeah.
For every like overarching idea that we have for the
hell
whole
yeah.
album,
Fuck
this
yeah.
is gonna
Holy
be
crap,
documented
man.
here. Other ones are gonna be for each song.
Can we keep the cabin rules hung up here for like ever? I was thinking
Oh,
about
shit.
that today, and I love that. I
Is
love
there-
that.
there's no
That's.
swearing on it. Yeah, let's
No.
do it.
I think we keep up here until you like sell the house or some shit, you know. Kevin already.
You can already tell. Also, if I close my eyes, it's because this stuff makes me nervous. Sit down, breathe out. Let's find the words we never could. Ooh, ooh. down. I'm gonna do that one again. Slow down, go down. Why would we waste our breath? Ooh, ooh. Though I once was, I'm not half the man you want me to be. I'm sorry. Oh. Though I once was, I'm not half the man you want me to be. And I'm sorry. Sit down, breathe out. Let's find the words we never could. That's it.
That was tough.
I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say
Andre
shit.
3K, nigga, 3 stack, yo.
I'm into that. Here, let me track that.
Walk around, strolling through the cemetery. Walk around, strolling through the cemetery.
I can like, that's with like adding harmonies on top or something like that. The second half of it, just to make it sound. I don't really want to touch it, but. That'd be so sick.
Like-
I want some like bouncing off on.
Yeah,
I'm the only person who can really see this is the outro.
That's on some cool shit.
Yeah, I could see
It's
it.
the first song that was ever.
Although I think
consistent.
the tempo is very confusing at the beginning.
4/4 now.
Cut that shit and like make it more 4/4.
Ooh, never with this song. I'm sorry. This song is like.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of the time signature because for me, it's confusing, but it still rocks.
Yeah.
You can still dance. to
Agreed,
it. If you know
agreed.
what it is, you can still get with it.
I love the idea of making this last song.
Low key, it'd be tight to start out the album just like that and then have the vocoder come in.
I agree.
city, baby. I've been scared of Jesus lately. It's amazing how we come together. Each side of the page, you never around for nothing. I feel the silence coming out, up in my mind and jumping. Trying to find the side, it ain't in sight, so I don't cry, crumble.
Fuck! So we need to work on the transition right here anyways. That's something that we need to do for sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the side, it ain't in sight, so I don't cry, crumble. It's been a while since I last lost my motherfucking mind. I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just to lose it. It's been a while since I last lost my motherfucking mind. I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just to lose it. See, I've been bleeding, sleep what my heart say. Trying to make $1 million selling out the bar place. Nobody trying to tell me what my heart says. I'ma let my heart speak, Pluto and soft shades. All gray in the sky, the way I live since I was 5. And ain't nobody trying to speak unless you ballin', so I'm quiet. Can't be focused on the quota or some shit that had me quiet. I see people on the wires for a dime. Never trying for a cosign. August Cooper wrote mine. Get these rappers toe tags, that's the shit I love. Driving through all the pines, ignoring all the raw signs. Young heads, old minds, mixtapes, old minds, old minds. I'm not trying to go mine, up way to my soul dies. It's a long way to these coastlines. No fate to my chose mine. I hate my house, now I own mine. My bank account got no dimes, got no zeros, had no heroes, so I wrote mine in my own life. I hate my city, now my parents, they know why I left it. I got plus days, I'm a slave. Now you know why I wear it. I got old friends, buying my clothes, but go red. The color was cold in 010. My confidence O's and God said, my confidence when it's hard. Hey, God, I just wrote these cold hands. Got something to say when hard as the pain. This auto of veins got blood brothers, we wanted to say this. We raised my coming of age. I couldn't get less than you know how to hate. From running your face to running the game. Just keep bang with the sun in my face.
What if you incorporated the
It's been a while since I last lost my motherfucking mind.
Somehow we're gonna push back into that.
I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just to lose it. It's been a while since I last lost my motherfucking mind.
Maybe even on with words being over.
I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just to lose it.
Shut up, you just I swear you said, this is a place where I could be myself. I just dropped the shit and y'all still fucking needed help. To understand my personal canvas, I make a journal public and I let you fuckers have it. So I ain't having it if you gon' think I'm making whack shit. Cause it's some twisted idea of being masculine. Fuck if I know thug life and I ain't mad at it. But I don't think you know late nights and high averages.
Y'all laughing when the new shit drop. Well, all 10 of you, I'm spazzing for a go straight pop. In all avenues, I warned you. Don't poke the beats, he got a sword too. I floor coops. Wake up in your stepdaughter's jaw. Fuck whatever they said, I won't go do. Fuck normal, that's boring. I got way more shit I could do. I go through way more proof. Like horses sleeping normal. Fuck, I follow my heart. Read that shit, I keep it cordial, bitch. I'm on overdrive, I'm a man, I'm out. Word and I never say shoot if I don't like. I'm on overdrive, I'm a man, I'm out. Word and I never say shoot if I don't like. I'm on overdrive, I love it. I'm out. Word and I never say shoot if I don't like. I'm on overdrive, I'm a man, I'm out. Word and I never say shoot if I don't like.
This is so good already.
you the shit, then you the shit. It don't matter if you going through some shit or losing shit. Everybody got some shit.
Oh, it's
big.
the drums that I muted from before. Unmute all that shit. I was like,
Okay. Excuse me. Do you want your 4 on the floor for your verse or no?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Take the drums out there and just leave the kicks.
Hey, I'm gonna mute the. I'm gonna mute your for the intro because you don't like that, but I fucking love that.
No,
for
I
the
like it.
intro, it's not good. I don't like it.
I like it for a lot of parts of the song. I don't know.
I'm just gonna leave it in for the intro because that's what it is.
Okay.
Because I'm in love with that shit. I think that's so good.
I think it's too soon. It's like an accent that comes in later for me.
Like the way I liked it, it wasn't right away. It was the rotation after. So it was like it'll come in right away here, but I like it a second after.
If you say that you the shit, then you the shit. It don't matter if you going through some shit or losing shit. Everybody got some shit, big or minuscule shit. We gon' turn that into something, everybody uses it, cause I'm the shit. And ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not on the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop, 500 rocks, I'm the shit. And ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not on the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop, 500 rocks. I might be different than you think I am. I play the tough guy, but I might blow away with the wind. I got a lot up in my head, light it up and slow it down. Everyone ain't out to get me, I'm too focused on this crown. Touch my team, I'm a spark shit. See on me, I might get lost in everything you write about. Don't tear me down, but I won't talk it. I'm open up to no one, they ain't know me like I know me. Stubborn as fuck, pushing people away, keep me lonely. I might interrupt you too quick, gotta cut right through the bullshit. I'm impatient, I ain't waiting for nothing, you probably knew this. As a kid, I told myself I'd make it happen before I graduate, but that was last week and I'm still nothing. Fucking, I'm too late. Promise I won't ever be what you want me to be. I'm just me. Tell me not to, I'll figure it out with ease and I'll laugh about it. Scratch it out if it ain't necessary. Stress about nothing less is extra. It ain't fresh on the shit. And ain't no one can tell me that I'm not on the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. 500 rocks on the shit. And ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not on the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On
Fuck.
the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. 500 rocks on the shit.
as a child, I had a use for feelings. Always anxious, I wasn't really used to feeling. Always pain, and I had to use the truth to fill in every blank on my pages, and you can feel it. It's that riding in the van to the church on Sunday. Dreading that feeling I will feel on Monday. Will I ever be happy? Shit, I might be someday. But I'm focused on someone that I might be someday. White trash kid trying to get into rap, wondering how many friends I can get in my class. Trying to back the damn show like that shit is a mask. Set sail with my sadness, that shit is a mask. I'm riddled with feelings and facts, that ceiling was glass. Wish I could tell my younger self it was shit he could smash. Wish he knew he was the shit with his metal intact. I know I'ma love myself, I'm letting it pass.
Sound of shit, and ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm I don't want more. The silence interrupts the storm.
Is he auto-tune?
Yeah, I forgot to take it off. I like it though.
And with every breath I take, the world around me works. How to sound, I wanna get my hands up on you. How to sound, I wanna get my hands up on you. Walk around, strolling through the cemetery. Walk around, strolling through the cemetery. How to sound, I wanna get my It's been a while since I seen a friend, and where's the word? I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just to lose it. It's been a while since I seen a friend, and where's the word? I ain't the type just to lose it. I ain't the type just. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like. I'm on overdrive. I'm a man of my word, and I never say shit if I don't like.
I'm the shit, and ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not. I'm the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. Fire on the rocks, I'm the shit, and ain't no one gon' tell me that I'm not. I'm the shit. For everyone that's focused on the top, you the shit. Put the hours in, we never gon' stop. On lock, life is non-stop. Fire on the rocks, I'm the shit.
Anxious and impatient, but fuck it, off to the races. I don't say shit unless I'm spoken to.
I called your phone. I wish you were home. And this might fuck me up to think of us, but I'm still here for you. And I reached to
I'm sorry, I found a way out. 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 Don't move, you're not on solid ground. Your pale moonlit cheeks feel the sound. Don't stop, your feet won't last the quake. Our love was never meant to. Coldly holding me out in the port. Find you in the window by the door. Blindside, your heart is my harbor. Stay and save away the waves from the shore. Breathing hard, your heart's gone colder. Working hard and fucking off on 'em. Tell me how it feels to be honest. Working hard and fucking off on 'em.
Not the big picture thing. Tell them what we're doing right now.
Right now, I'm shooting a music video.
Shooting a music video.
Is Cullen Kaliv on Instagram? He says, "Can't believe all my mom's boyfriends are in the same place." Jared is the hot boy wearing my hat. Jared, show them your nipples.
No. We're gonna film it. Okay, bye.